Hello everyone. Today we will be deploying a n8n workflow on Bolt AI. Bolt AI is a deployment platform that understands your code's need and delivers instant and one-click deployments for any sort of application that you might have. You can deploy from GitHub, both private and public repos. Um, you can deploy from Docker images. You can use different templates that we have, such as n8n and Postgres and so on. And you can also connect databases such as Postgres, MongoDB, Redis, and etc. So to create our project, let's go to the dashboard. Let's call project Bolt Assistant. And this is your canvas where you can create services. You can talk to our AI support. Um, as I said, we have GitHub, Docker. You can add different volumes, templates, and databases. So let's go to the templates and pick n8n. And let's hit deploy. In your servers, you can see such metrics as CPU usage, memory usage, and network. You can also see logs for the service, and you can use a terminal. Inside of the service, you can see settings such as the name, ports, public access. You can also manage custom domains if you have one, and you can pick different compute sizes. Also, the Docker settings and the environment variables. So let's go to this link and let's set up our n8n account. And click this button to get a free license key. You're going to receive an activation key on the email that you specified, and you need to enter it here. Then you'll need to go to the main page and start from scratch. So this is your workspace for n8n. Uh, you can create your own custom workflows, or you can discover different workflows that have been made by other creators on n8n workflows. But in our case, we're going to use a workflow that we created ourselves. To find it, you need to go to GitHub, Bolt Cloud, n8n workflows. You can find the link in the description. And go to Bolt Assistant.json and just copy the file. And back on n8n, just paste it. So this is our workflow. Let me explain the logic of this. Um, it will wait for a message from a Telegram bot that we will create, and then you can send a voice or a text message, and our AI model, in our case, it's OpenAI model, will understand your intent and use the respective tool to fulfill your request. So, for example, you can ask to summarize your email for the day, and it will use this tool to do so. So now we need to set up the credentials. For Telegram, you just need to go to bot father on Telegram and create your new bot and just copy the API token it gives you. For OpenAI, you need to do the same. Just go to platform.openai.com and create an API key there. Um, Now it gets a bit tricky with Google Platform related credentials. You're going to need to have a client ID and client secret. In order to do so, you need to go to Google Cloud Console. You need to create a project. I have already created mine. And after you do so, go to API and services and to the consent screen. And create the project. Now you need to also create a client. For the application type, pick web application and call it however you like. And an important note, under authorized redirect URIs, you're gonna go back to it then and copy this URL here and paste it here. Now you have your client ID. You can copy it and paste it here. And then before we get the client secret, we also need to add ourselves as as a test user, so I can test. I'll go to clients again, and here you have your client secret. Before we sign in, we also need to do one more thing. In the search bar, look for Gmail API, and you'll need to enable it. Now we should be able to sign in. If you run into this error, just leave this field and go back again, and now you should be able to sign in. Pick the same account that you mentioned under test users and give permission to read your files. And now it has been connected successfully. And you can do the same for the rest of the Google platform credentials. You can use the same client ID and client secret. But the only thing you need to do is to enable other APIs. So let's go to the search bar and we're going to look for calendar, then Google, Docs, and then contacts, contacts and Google People API. Just enable all of these, use the same credentials, and you should be able to connect successfully. So you connect the rest of the Google platforms. Um, Under Google Calendars, you need to specify your account, and under tasks, you need to mention, like specify however your tasks are called. And this is it for the setup. Also, make sure that in the settings, uh, you set the time zone to your current time zone. Okay, now let's go to the Telegram bot. I have already sent some requests. So as you can see, I have to summarize emails for yesterday and summarize all of the emails that I received yesterday. I also asked to create a task for a specific time tomorrow, and I have added an event for tomorrow as well. And if we check the calendar, uh, the event is here and the task is here as well. We can ask for write an email. I'll use my email in this case again. And at this stage, you have to manually execute workflow every time. Then, when you're confident in your workflow, you can publish it, and it will do so in the background. And we are able to see the logic behind the workflow. As you can see, it used the model and then used send a message in Gmail. And so if we go to check the email, we should be able to see this message. So you can basically create any kind of workflow and automate any process that you might have, and you can use Bolt AI to deploy and host the n8n.